Good day. I'm Kian C. Prado from 12 STEM Hope. And our topic for today is about resultant vector using component method. And here is our given vector. Vector A, 7 meters at 40 degrees north of east. Vector B, 6 meters at 60 degrees south of east. Vector C, 11 meters at south. Vector D, 5 meters at west. And now, we're gonna find the reference angle for vector A is 40 degrees. For vector B is 60 degrees. And for vector C, there's no given direction, so we're gonna use the north, east, south, west. If it's in the north or south, you're gonna use 90 degrees reference angle. And if it's west or south, east, you're gonna use 0 reference angle. So our vector C is in the south. So it's 90 degrees. And for our vector D, it's in the west. So we're gonna use 0 degrees. So now, we're gonna find the x component and the y component. The formula of our x component is r cosine theta. And for our y component, r sine theta. So, our first vector is north of east. So, it's in the quadrant 1. And if it's in the quadrant 1, it's positive, positive. And for our vector B, it's in the south of east. So, it's positive, negative. For our vector C, it's in the south, lying in the y component. So, automatic, our x is 0. And since it's going down in the south, so it's negative. So for our vector D, it's in the west, lying in the x component. So our y component is 0. And our x component is negative. And after that, we're gonna solve the x component and the y component of each vector. And we're gonna use formula of x component, r cosine theta. And for y component, r sine theta. And now, we're gonna solve the x component. It's 7 r cosine 40. And it's 5.36. For our y component, it's 7 r sine 40. And it's 4.5. And for our vector B, it's 6 r cosine 60. And it's 3. And for our y component, it's 6 r sine 60. And it's 5.19. For our vector C, y component, it's 11 r sine 90. So it's 11. And for our vector D, it's 5 cosine 0. And it's 5. And after that, now we're gonna get the resultant of x component and y component. We're just gonna add them. So it's 5.36 plus 3 plus 0 minus 5. And it's 3.36. And for our y, it's 4.5 minus 5.19 minus 11 plus 0. And it's negative 11.7. After that, we're gonna solve the resultant of vector. So the formula of resultant vector is the square root of resultant of x quantity squared plus resultant of y quantity squared. So it's 3.36 squared plus negative 11.7 squared. The answer is 17.75 meters. And for the direction, The formula is inverse of tangent of resultant of y over resultant of x. So, negative 11 over 3.36. So, the answer is 73.97 degrees. So, the final answer is 17.75 meters at 73.97 degrees south of east. Thank you.